Hello guys and welcome back to another Animalist Stand video. Don't mind that I'm sitting in Anime Wenget's lobby. Animalist Stand is just going for a maintenance, which is just appeared all of a sudden. We have zero information about the maintenance going on today, whatever, right? But yeah, in today's video I want to talk about a problem which Animalist Stand had for like ages, but it feels like no one was actually making this thing a problem, like everyone was good about it, you know? Yo, welcome to my channel, my name is Panchik. Today you will have to witness my face, sadly, as I just don't have any time to do this type of editing, okay? I will just cut the parts of the video when I'm talking and zoom into my face sometimes. But yeah, now let's get in, and now I will tell you why Animalist Stand will actually never be the same. I have made a little script for me, so I will look at my screen for it to help me. We'll start from the thing that Anime Tower defenses are kinda dead right now. They are actually not that popular anymore, and this is one of the reasons why everything is going like this. Anime Tower defenses have just reached its peak. I don't know what you need to do to make people go over hype with an update. Like before that, Anime Tower Defense just needs to drop like 3 new anime characters which will like do their moves in the anime, and people will be like, oh my god, this is actually insane, I want to play this game forever, you know? But now there is no such a feeling, as the genre is actually very simple. It's very hard to do something crazy in it. You need to like go out of the genre itself, which probably might happen soon, I guess. But we need to state that Anime Tower defenses are actually like dead now. Actually, you just need to keep this in mind. Now we can move to the next part of the video, after which we'll be finally able to understand why Animalist Stand will never be the same. And this is the reason why Animalist Stand straight up died, and this is a base of an update. I have witnessed this space from the start of it, as I have started playing this update 42, and at that update people already started to say that weekly updates is like nothing good. Personally, there were a lot of people which were saying this, but with time people just got used to it. Content creators were having no issues, as it is like a free content every week. If we are not talking about content creators which are not only making ALS videos and they are working on one video more than 5 seconds, but whatever. But I knew that this thing will or kill the game or at least make some impact on it. Negative impact. We're all trying to see the whole picture, right? But we are doing this as players. Now let's try to do this as devs. You have only 1 week to drop an update which players need to be happy about. Okay, you have somehow succeed, but you don't have any time to rest. You need to work on the next update already. It's just as simple as that. Anyone who was working not on physical work but on a mental one knows that this is a straight trip for a burnout. And some of you might say like, why should we even care? It's their work. They need to make the work right? Yeah, right guys. This is their work. It's not their hobby. It's not in their creations. They're working for a dude in a businessman suit. So why do they need to be motivated for like no reason? Even I am getting burnt out of uploading videos, even though this is my not even a job. It's a thing of my life. I want to upload videos, but I'm still getting a burnout. Not because I hate uploading videos and making them. I just hate editing. But this is an essential part of uploading videos, so I don't have any choice. But I have created something called dedication. I'm not making my videos on a motivation. It can be a little addition for a video, maybe like a fuel so I'll make the video faster, but I'm making my videos on a dedication, not a motivation, as the lifespan of motivation is very short and you can't just go on straight up motivation. But now let's get back to our devs. For me, they were actually peaking in the start of weekly updates era. They were creating new game modes, straight up revert the gameplay due to the passive changes, as now your unit is not only doing damage and a bleed effect, but he's doing some unique kind of thing which can help you in some stages. This thing with pathing though was not that huge at the start, but it grew some seeds, and now we actually have unique units which are unique due to the passives. But at one moment something changed. Let's, for example, take a dungeon game mode. As far as I can remember, this is the first unique game mode which we have not seen before. It was cool. You need to pick modifiers so you can create your own difficulty for the stage, and even though the game mode was buggy and very hard in the start, it was actually a great concept. But now, let's look at the direct competitor of ALS, in which I am sitting in right now. I mean, it was direct competitor back at the time. Now Animal Stand is not a competitor for Vanguard's like at all, but they also have a dungeon game mode, which is also, by the way, located in the raid section. And the first dungeon is also about the solo leveling, which is kinda insane. But what can we see here? There are only 2 dungeons. 2 dungeons, and the last one appeared like recently with the last update. And how much dungeons does Animal Stand have? A lot. I don't know such numbers, okay? What I'm trying to say is that those tower defenses picked a different path. AP was barely dropping any updates, but with this amount of time between the updates, devs could create something unique, implement some mechanic. Goddamn, they at least had time to think what there will be in the next update. But this is not a case for Animal Stand devs. With this insane pace of updates, they needed to create something which will help speed up the process of creating those updates. And this was a template, a well-known 11 new units plus 6 new Evers template. Why do you need to create something new when you can just straight up steal new mechanics from your competitors? I'm talking about things like units boss, which ALS stole from AV, and other things, which there were so many that I can't even remember them all. And I'm actually okay with that if you would implement those things good, but then we have the next thing. With the new 11 new units, you need to create something from which you would be able to get those units, right? And when ALS devs were picking, they have created a survival game mode, dungeon game mode, and wait, that's it? Yeah, if we would not count even updates and portal updates, everything was just cycling through dungeons, survival mode, etc. New updates? Let's create another story mode and a legend stage. Nah, that's not enough. Let's create a new raid and a new dungeon. Nah, it's not enough. Let's create a new story mode, dungeon, raid, survival mode, etc. And one update. And this is obviously an irony, but I actually remember an update which almost did the same. I just don't remember the number of it. Write down in the comments if you remember it. So because of this insane flow of kinda the same content, we have just lost a value for basically every stage in Animal Stand. When AV drops a new stage, wow, it's a Berserk update. It looks so cool, like look at these, Hill of the Swords. The locations are so cool, the new bosses, the new mechanics of the bosses, the teleportation mechanic which we have not seen before, right? And the new units will actually like peak. We have only like how much? 4 new units from the Berserk updates, or 5 units, but they were actually insane. They were very good. And after such a peak update with an Askenol, people still stayed and played the game, even though it was not that easy. As an Askenol update, the units were not that OP as Askenol update. People were still sitting and playing the game, as the update was actually good. I mean, it was easy. Yeah, the update was absolutely easy if we'll compare with other Anime One gets updates, but whatever. You got the point. But when Animal Stand drops an update, let it be, for example, a new story stage, how do we react? Okay, let me do a story skipper, so I'll be able to go and macro the legend stage. That's it. Then we're getting new units, which have like 5% chance that it will be usable after 5 updates. And we're like, wow. That's it. We just got overfed with the content. And when our requirements for a new update grew higher, devs' will to leave was shrinking. They were just not ready to do something which players were asking them about. They don't have any time for that. Plus, we can add a thing that at that exact time, tower defenses have almost like reached its peak again. You actually need to do something outstanding to people be interested in it. I mean, the tower defense. And just like that, ALS started to make initial several mistakes. The biggest one was with the Solar Walker update, which was a start of a dead end. So after all of that speech, it's as simple as that. The reason why Animal Stand died was because of the quick pace. Yeah, it was the main problem, but due to this problem, now we can see why it all ended like this. Let's get back to the title of the video. Why Animal Stand will never be the same. Because now we know that those people in charge of ALS, as I don't know if it's old Brandon or someone else, they just don't give a shit. They don't give a care about the game. At least they are making us to feel like it. Again, they make us feel like it. It's all just a business for them. Straight up. Just like this. And probably this sounds again super provocative. Maybe Brandon actually feels something about ALS, as it's not a crash grab game. It's absolutely free to play. That's why I love it. I'm only paying for like a battle pass, etc. Now I guess I will stop doing so, as actually it's just useless. It's just a waste of money. You are getting too many resources. You don't need to pay like at all. But the actions that Brandon is doing just creates a theory that they just don't give a shit. Now let's look why. If we'll open the Discord channel of Animal Stand right now, we'll go to the Starboard channel, we'll see that almost all of the suggestions are about leak of communication. Like this suggestion, 530 stars, this suggestion again, 500 stars, this suggestion, 500 stars, this suggestion, 500 stars. Like, you got the point. And my theory why community got rage bait like this is because of the post of the Caleb in the game news, and I'm talking about this one. He said that the main problems of ALS dealing with the community is lack of transparency, clarity, and communication. And he promised us that he'll try his best to be as transparent, responsible, and communicate as much as he can. And after this post, he actually posted something like he was posting about something, a maintenance again, the end of the maintenance, like 3 posts with 1 maintenance, which is actually good. Then goes the update log, whatever. Then Caleb himself posts a link for Animal Stand that the update is out now. And then he started to make messages like he's saying that this game mode gives you something. He says that chests in the new Final Expedition game mode are being auto-opened. This is a question which players are still asking me under my guide for Final Expedition. So even though he have like said this, 90% of the players still don't know that chests are being auto-opened. Why? As you are just saying this like it's a minor thing, you know? Like it's not a main part of an update. Like it don't need to be in the update log, but whatever. It's not the point. Then the developer patch notes, new code, wow, and then silence. The time between the last post of the boss is like 3 days, okay. Then we have the maintenance out of nothing. Again, the Brandon said that they will be releasing maintenance at the good peak time. Good peak time for them to release it, I guess. As Brandon, look at this. This is a concurrent user value of ALS. And if we look at this kinda interesting number, we'll see that peak of players is around 6 PM. Not for your time zone, Brandon. It's for mine. Look at this. It's a time zone for me. Now there is going a maintenance. We have 11 players at 14:30 and my time is 15:10, which is at my time zone, boss. And you're dropping an update right here when there are like less players. Drop an update here. This is a peak time. Okay. Well, again, getting out of the theme of the video, but he drops a maintenance out of nowhere again. Then the update log out of nowhere. Message with go and play, the new challenge with like quest for ALS players. I don't know if even one ALS player bothered went and tried to do something with this quest. And then we have a silence in total of 5 days. 5 goddamn days, not even 6 days. And then again, out of nowhere, complete nowhere, we're getting a maintenance. Thank you. It's a peak time for me. I have just only woke up. Oh, the Caleb is writing something. Let's see. Maybe now he'll write something and I'll just delete this video. And he's just uploading an update log. Okay. And yeah, the maintenance was like for 6 hours. Insane. But now let me return for a script before I have fully wasted this video potential. Yeah, if you think that those things with the lack of communication are going only like right now, you are wrong. Devs just probably got tired of making this illusion of interest in the communication and in the game itself. It was a case even before. If we'll scroll up a bit, we could find some votes and polls from the boss, from the Brandon himself. There are actually a bunch of polls before, I just can't find them like right now, but I want to find the main one, the one that I want to show you, and it's about weekly or bi-weekly updates. While I was looking for these votes, I found a vote for an Ancients, the only vote which was like actually added in the game. Why? As Ancients is like almost the only type of monetization that Animal Stand can have, as we don't need anything except of the pearls, which you can buy. Obviously, this will be added. Yeah, I have found it. There goes a vote. Bi-weekly updates or continue weekly updates. Can you see the percentage? Yeah, like 90% of the players have voted for bi-weekly updates. Almost 30k goddamn players in Discord server. Back in the days, Discord servers, like, they were popular. Still, 30k players. Do we have bi-weekly updates now? No. Why? It's not good for the devs. I genuinely think that Brandon, or a person which helps him in managing the game, thought that weekly updates are so OP as it keeps such a big of amount of players in it. But the weekly updates was a curse, which you have successfully applied on yourself by yourself. And to tell you how like crazy the communication is going on about the Animal Stand devs, like CEOs, whatsoever, we don't care. The regular player don't care. After like 10 updates, maybe even more, Brandon is writing a message. Click interested. Let's run these numbers. He was talking about the events, like new even for the new updates. And when he saw that there was like not that much of an interested people, he said us that I thought you guys wanted to be weekly. He's like playing with us. Like, most of the community is telling you, go with the bi-weekly updates. And then he says like, oh, I thought you guys wanted bi-weekly. I think you guys get the Sunshine reward, like, instead of the bi-weekly updates. Thank you, boss. Thank you, Brandon. You're such a generous person. This is just shows up that the lack of communication with the Animal Stand team and the Brandon himself was not that insane. Wait, what? Wait, what? The game is now open. Enjoy X6. Wait, they have made X6 luck? Yeah, here it goes. X6 technical luck event. This is genuinely insane. Is there like a new trait which is higher than glitched? Maybe. No, the glitch stays the same. Why do we need 6-6? If you're a smart person and you have watched my guide for technic shots, you know that we have around this amount of technic shots, okay? 18,000. I probably don't even need like technical luck boost at all. And you're making 6-6. Let's see how much do we need to spend to get glitched now, if it's actually like working. And I guess it's just not working. By my insane quick math calculations, you need to get glitched like every 600 rolls now, with the 6x luck even going on. I have spent how much? More than 800 now? Maybe more? I don't remember how much I had. And I don't have glitched still. Why do you even need to implement 6x technic luck? Why don't you make the glitch trait have more luck? Like base luck, and then you go for 2x luck, or like keep the 4x technic luck. Just make the base chances of traits higher. What is going on with Animal Stand? I don't know, like, I had a speech that right now they need to do a miracle to get the current conclusive values back, but in long run, if they will finally work with the community like Anime Vanguards are doing now, if they will not make weekly updates and finally start to do bi-weekly and again do something outstanding with the game, maybe create a third world as the second one is just overfilled, then the game might have some chances. But I don't know if it will have some chances. I'm praying that it will have some chances, as this is probably the easiest tower defense in which I don't need to pay like anything and make bunch of content, but it feels like the game is dying and I will probably switch to other tower defenses. So yeah, while I was yapping, we are still not getting like any glitches. By now we need to get glitched with around 200% chance, but we are not getting it. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you like this type of content. Write down in comments if I should do this type of content more, and see you in the next Animal Legends video. But I don't know if it will be about an update. Actually, the game is dying.